The Chiefs offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them last time they home for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offense.
First down at the 20. To Crabtree. And Crabtree's tackled down at the 43.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch. Good job by the defensive line shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting to run up the middle.
Set up now at the 36. Smith's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. 2nd and 3. And the pass is thrown away. So after that last incompletion, it is 3rd and 3. The Broncos with a nickel look here on defense. From the gun. Gets it out for the completion. The tackle's made and the first down is picked up. That's his first reception today. They come to the line at the 31-yard line. Looking to go up top again on first down. Smith now on the move.
Beautiful job that time by the QB. He goes back there in the pass play. He doesn't like what he sees, and he just takes off and gets the yards and gets a first down.
The Chiefs will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down. Breaking huddle at the 13. The Broncos defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
The ball is taken out of his hands.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. And they'll give it to Jamal Charles. That picks up 11.
Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
The line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. The Broncos come out in a dime package. So Kansas City takes it across. Sherman's got his first touchdown of the season. The Chiefs for the extra point. Extra point is good. The Chiefs now ready to kick the football down the field. Taken down well short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 15. The Broncos ready to get this drive started. The last time they had it, Phil, it was a touchdown, and they got all the way to the end zone mainly through the air.
Yeah, they did it through the air. They got good protection. You know, we love what the quarterback is doing, but how about the wide receivers and everybody catching the football, separating from the defender, and they're getting some easy throw and catches out there.
Let's go.
Look at the defensive line. Everybody shifting.
And he hauls it in. He's going to be tackled.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
Grayson's now completed 4 in a row. From the gun. Green's there to catch. No one's going to get him now. The 20. The 10. He's brought down. The Broncos have leaned on their tight end in the passing game to this point. Green's been a focal point for this offense here in the first half.
Anytime you have a tight end with talent, you want to get them involved in the passing game. You know why? Because it's a mismatch. They're going against linebackers, safeties, guys who are not as athletic as they are.
A timeout charge to the offensive unit. The next snap will come from the 2-yard line. First and goal from the 2. Here, force it across for the touchdown. Still early in the second quarter, and they've tied it up with that touchdown.
Really good job, Jim, by the offense, finding a way to tie this score up. And now they can put the pressure on the defense and go out there and give them that football once again in good position.
The Broncos ready to boot the football down the field. He'll have a chance to take off. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Chiefs really have this offense cranking, Phil. They've scored on their last 2 series.
You know what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense. Screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
Charles is tackled right at the 28. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on 1st down.
Oh, look at that. Linebackers moving around.
Smith's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Scanning the field. It's complete to Jeremy Maclin. Press coverage all the way.
Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
The line of scrimmage, the 48. Smith's ready for the snap, empty backfield. 2nd down, 3 for the 1st. And it's swatted away. Third down now.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Smith takes it from the gun. Jamal Charles has the catch. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Can't hold on here as this ball's incomplete.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Chiefs at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting to run right up the middle.
My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
Third and long situations. A lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third and long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just gravy.
The Chiefs will take the snap from the 45. He's wide open for the grab. Ward that time in on the tackle.
The Chiefs put themselves in a terrible situation. Third and long, but you know what? They got a lot of talent on the offensive side, and that was an awesome job of picking up that first down.
The Chiefs moving inside the 20 and the red zone. Last week, they just feasted on that part of the field.
Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
And that's a gain of maybe 5. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. Ready to go from the 13-yard line. Second down and 5. Gets it again. Charles is met after a gain of 3.
Charles is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Third down and 2. They're going to run it on the toss. And gains maybe 4.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
Hey. The long drive continues.
When linebackers move around like this, you know what it means? Nothing. Confuses no one.
And there's a drop.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
Play number 12 coming up for the offense.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal from the 6.
He's in for the touchdown, but there is a flag down.
How about that? The fullback scores the touchdown. He does all the blocking, gets beat up all the time, but nothing like getting the football where you can score to get it done.
Play after play after play here on this drive. Playing press coverage to the outside. And intercepted. Tackles made. What a great job by the defense coming up with the pick and giving themselves one more chance to break the tie before halftime.
Well, yeah, is it a great job? I don't know. The quarterback, oh, terrible decision. I know, good play by the defense getting that interception, but the play call, the decision by the quarterback, they were both bad.
Grayson's back in shotgun formation. And it's batted down. Second down with the defense ready to pounce. Williams is split out wide on the right.
Let's go. Brad, 38.
Second down and 10. Finds Thomas. Parker's there to make the stop. So right into the hurry-up offense they go into this 2-minute situation.
Yeah, these guys, all these pros, they've been doing this stuff since they were in high school running the 2-minute offense, so I know they're ready for it.
Flag is out. The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up. The Broncos have been involved in a tightly contested game to this point, and on offense, it's the passing game that's been good. Grayson's look good, though, and that should bode well for the rest of this one.
Well, if this keeps up this way, there's no doubt I think it does bode well for them. Everybody is playing well on the offensive side. The play calling and the defense, they got to find a way to stop this hot quarterback. Not surprised at all to see this hurry-up offense in a situation like this. In the NFL now, you got to be the aggressor, and this offense is definitely being the aggressor.
Green's taken down at the 33. The Broncos, 1 timeout remaining. And Williams is a receiver all the way out to the right. Williams out wide on the left. First down and 10. He's got the catch. Gaines is there to take him down. First down here.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
The ball is charged loose.
Green's unable to bring that pass in, Jim. He just took his eyes off the football. And when you do that, it's usually going to result in a drop. And those things happen. It's not a perfect game. You got to overcome adversity. I think this guy will do it. Next time it comes his way, he'll make the catch.
The Chiefs with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Looking across the middle. Broncos in the end zone. Thomas has caught his first touchdown of the season.
When you have bad field position in this league, I think a lot of times it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays. No doubt about this time. The coordinator, give him a lot of credit. Great touchdown drive.
The Chiefs are anxious to return the kickoff. Picks up the football at the 6. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 28. Alex Smith looking long. Oh, going to take it the distance. And in for the touchdown. Heading toward halftime, and the complexion of this game certainly has changed as they've now tied it up with the touchdown.
Yeah, when you're tied up at halftime, you don't know how to look at it sometimes. Are we doing great, or are we not playing well enough to be winning? So each team, each coach has to go in there at halftime and give his team some new ideas.
That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Broncos bring their offense back onto the field. Touchdown drive the last time they had it as they attacked that secondary.
They sure did. They threw the football well on that last drive, and now I would think as an offensive coordinator, they're thinking pass on the defensive side. Switch it up, and I think you can catch them with some good runs here.
The Broncos line up. Been a tight first half. The score's 21-21.
Let's go.
Grayson's going to take it from the gun. Makes the catch. Eric Berry comes up to make the play. The Broncos signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining. But yet, it's still second down. The Chiefs go with the dime formation here on defense. Snap it out of the gun. Looking long. The ball is jarred out of his hands.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
So after that last incompletion, it is 3rd and 3. Grayson's alone in the backfield.
Let's go.
From the gun. Launching it deep. It's intercepted. A late second quarter interception could certainly change the tenor of this game, Phil, as we head near halftime.
Oh, it really can. I'll tell you, the game, it's tied, all that. You're thinking the worst that's going to happen to us. We're going to go in at halftime tied. And now, all of a sudden, if this offense can take advantage of this opportunity, that will change everything going inside.
Prevent defense here, trying to avoid the deep pass. Heaving it down the field. Intercepted. The only thing that could stop these offenses, halftime. We've reached it in a high-scoring affair. All tied up. Larry Ridley is coming up next with all the highlights. Smartly takes the knee in the end zone. The Broncos will try to hold on to the football. This has been one big turnover after another, Phil. Just what the coaches talked about in our meetings with him this week about ball security. It's not happening here.
Well, it tells you the players did not listen to the coaches, that's for sure, because ball security is not what we're seeing out there. I know this. Next week in practice, there's going to be a lot of drills about hanging on to the football.
The Broncos lined up. Everybody split out wide. Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap. Had it, but dropped it.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
2nd and 10. Could have been intercepted.
Third down. The Broncos get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. Grayson's got it in the gun. Going deep, looking for Demaryius Thomas.
He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play.
Thomas is going to look for space now. Thomas is met at the 44. And a run back of about 4. The Chiefs come out onto the field, now looking to get something positive going here to take the lead in this game, Phil, as we start the second half.
Yeah, they would like to do that. Of course, you always want to take the lead, but when you get into the second half and you get on top, man, that starts to put the pressure on the other team. So that's their thinking. I think they will come out here and be very aggressive to start the second half.
First down at the 44. Smith dumps it off to Charles. Jamal Charles is in the backfield. 2nd and 12. Makes the grab and the feet are down.
The Chiefs do a good job that time on second down. They don't force the football down the field. They throw it short. They pick up some solid yards to make it a good situation for them. 3rd and short.
Smith will have it in the pistol. 3rd and 4. Finds his mark. The line of scrimmage, the 43-yard line.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
The reception by Charles.
The Chiefs have been awesome today on first down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football, picks up solid yards. Second and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
Smith now completed 4 in a row. 2nd and 2. Wants to go deep. On the way, 3rd down. Charles, the lone setback this time. Set up screen to Charles. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass. They make the tackle, and now we have 4th down coming up.
Comes up short, and he just couldn't find the mark on what was a very long kick in the first place.
Oh, look, that was definitely not a gimme, and you got to look at it. It takes a perfect snap, hold, and a kick, and they just missed it.
The Chiefs will come out in the dime.
Let's go.
The Broncos snap it at the 41. And he gains maybe 3.
Williams is trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. The Broncos have it at the 44. And now here's the toss. Barry's the one who made the big stop.
The Broncos, they run the football on 2nd down because they want to get 3rd and manageable. If you do that, there's many plays to choose from on the offensive side. But now you got 3rd and long, and that list is shrunk down to just a couple plays you could call in this situation.
Loss of 2 on that play. This is 3rd down. The Broncos are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And it's knocked down.
The Broncos put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
Thomas just going to wave his arm here and make the fair catch. The Broncos set at the line. Dime package. The Chiefs take it from the 23. For the deep ball. Nice catch. That's his 4th catch of the day.
Well, one of the prettiest plays in the NFL, maybe in all of sports, is still the long pass down the field that is completed. What a nice throw and catch.
Smith's completion percentage, 60% on the day. Here's the football resting at the 43.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Almost intercepted. coming to the line at the 43. The Broncos defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Going deep. Oh, and almost picked off that time.
Well, but it's third and long. I'd just say this, be very careful on the offensive side.
The line of scrimmage, the 43-yard line. Smith by himself in the backfield. Out of the shotgun. With the contact, the ball comes out.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
And now they'll bring out Colquitt to punt. The Chiefs will use a timeout here early in the second half. All set to punt here. It'll be a touchback. The Broncos haven't enjoyed nearly the same kind of success offensively in the second half as they did in the first, Phil.
Well, Jim, I think they just got tired. They were having so much success going up and down the field, they tired out. But, hey, give the defense a little credit. They're playing much better here in the second half.
Grayson's got no one behind him, just a quarterback waiting for the snap. First down at the 20. And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands. Failing to complete that one, so second down here. The Broncos with an empty backfield look here.
Let's go.
Grayson's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Complete. What a hit that time.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
Williams, the receiver, all the way to the right side. Grayson's back in shotgun formation. That's been the story of this game. Another third down conversion to move the chains. Williams is split out wide on the left. Grayson's going to take it from the gun. And they deck the quarterback.
Well, that's a sign of a good defense. When you can sack the quarterback, when you're just rushing the defensive lineman, you don't need any tricks, you don't need any blitzes. Man, that's talent.
The Broncos snap it at the 26. Gets it out for the completion. And it's Eric Berry who brings him down. The Broncos have been able to count on their tight end today. Green's been a dynamic playmaker throughout this game, Phil.
We are seeing tight ends become such a big part of NFL offenses. There's so much you can do with them. Line them up on the line of scrimmage. You can move them all around.
Intercepted! Who would have guessed, Phil, that the defense might win this game? A tie game it is, late in the third, and they come up with the interception.
Well, Jim, we talked to the coaches during the week. I think they liked their chances on the defensive side. They thought they could read the quarterback, make some plays, and we saw it on that interception.
Smith's got everybody split out wide. First down at the 44. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands.
How about that? We just saw the fly route straight down the field by the receiver. Long throw by the quarterback and a nice completion.
The offense coming to the line inside the opponent's 20.
Always manage the football game. You got to be thinking about it all the time if you're the quarterback. It's a tie game. You're down in here in the red zone. Be careful with the football. You at least want to get 3 points out of this.
Jamal Charles. The Chiefs now move the chains.
First down by the offense in the red zone. And, you know, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
First and goal. Travis Kelce comes down with it. The Chiefs offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway.
Look at those linebackers shifting around, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one. The final quarter underway. Power surge for 6. Touchdown. Phil, they come out and start the fourth quarter with a touchdown that gives them the lead.
Man, what a way to start the fourth quarter. What a feeling. Anytime you're ahead when the fourth quarter comes in a football game, that's a great feeling. And once again, it puts the pressure back on the other team.
The Chiefs lined up now for the point after. And the point after is good. Lined up now in kickoff formation. They're setting up the return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Broncos are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go at the turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
They bring in the extra tight end. First down at the 28. He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack. We'll go no huddle. Takes it from the gun. Airing it out. Pass is intercepted. He's brought to a halt.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Chiefs offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
Great starting field position for the offense. Smith's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. The Chiefs from the 27. And now here's Charles on the toss. Gains 12.
The Chiefs offense has been tough today. They are fighting out there on the field. That's a nice job picking up that first down. It's been fun to watch. They got a small lead here in the second half. We'll see if that first down can lead them to a score. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Gets about 9 on the play. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. Breaking huddle at the 6. Jamal Charles carries the football and picks up about 3.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course, it'll be a touchdown.
First down coming up. The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. Ellington's handed the football. Jams it across the goal line for the touchdown. Early in the 4th, and they look to have seized control of this one with that touchdown.
Well, I think they did. Now it's up to the defense. Go out there and shut the opponent's offense down. If you do that, this game is in the bag.
The Broncos back deep, ready to receive. That brings the play to an end. That return's good for about 10. The Broncos just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches, look, you make mistakes on the field, they're going to
Bailey takes down the quarterback.
This might not be nice to say, but every once in a while it's kind of fun to watch the quarterback get sacked like that. Good job by the defensive end.
Second down, tough field position here. The Chiefs come out in a dime package. On the receiving end, Cody Latimer. It's third down coming up. They hurry to the line of scrimmage.
Get ready.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Throws the pass. Pulls it in. He's taken down at the 30.
I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. He was looking short, but the pass falls incomplete.
It's always dangerous when your receiver's running the drag route and you throw it too far in front of him. You most likely are just going to lead him into trouble.
The Chiefs with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Second down and 10. Green's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. Getting set as fast as they can.
Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
Almost intercepted. Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Let's go.
Second and 10. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. Third and 4 coming up. The Broncos will take the snap from the 45. And
Receivers in the NFL, they are so good now. Anytime you see a drop pass, it's almost always the one reason. They took their eyes off the football before it got there.
The offense still on the field here on 4th down, needing 4 to stay on the field. And Williams is on the right side, split out wide. Grayson's got it in the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. The Broncos turn the ball over on downs.
The Broncos had time go for it on 4th down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
The Chiefs will take the snap from the 45. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Got to give the defense some credit on 1st down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
And here we have 2nd down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
The Chiefs take it from the 43. Has his target. And they get to him at the 45. No huddle time.
I think these linebackers are moving around because they're going to try to blitz the quarterback.
And now we reach the 2-minute warning. Setting up now at the 45. Ellington's going to... The ball is fumbled. And it's a takeaway. And it's Von Miller who takes a stand.
What a fumble so late in the game. That just almost cost them any chance of winning this football game. When you're running it inside of 2 minutes, hold on to the football.
1st down. Pressure on every snap now. The Broncos are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation. 1st down at the 46. And incomplete pass that time as he threw it short.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
From the shotgun. Looking to go down the field here. Interception that will all but seal it. That's got to be it. That's got to be the game ender here, partner. The interception basically ices it.
It does. You know, sometimes when you're behind as a quarterback, you take a chance, and that time the chance was just too great. Nice play by the defense.
Alex Smith will take it right from the center. And they'll run the football with Charles. Defense calls a timeout. Second down and 12. Here's the quick toss. It's wide open. He's now past the 100-yard mark on the day. The Chiefs have frustrated opponents all season running the football. They've been almost unstoppable. Charles has been a threat on the ground and continues to rack up yardage.
Been tremendous once again today. And look, let's look at this running back. He's got legs of steel. He can break tackles. He can run around you. That's why this running game is so good.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Alex Smith's going to take it from the shotgun. Throw it to the outside. They've got the hook up. That's reception number 4 for him. Here's the football marked at the 47. First down here after the completion.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Kelsey's tackled right at the 42. They'll go right to the hurry up. Won't use a timeout here.
No time to waste. They hurry to the line. 2nd down and 5. Looking to go deep.
And it's incomplete.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
Third and 5 coming up.
Brings it into his body. Harris in on the tackle.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
Smith's completion percentage, 60% on the day. The Broncos go with the dime formation here on defense. The Chiefs decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one.
This will be 2nd down.
Well, that's a good job of the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Touchdown as we near the end of this one.
Well, that touchdown just put the icing on the cake, Jim, whatever you want to say, because now the lead's too big, not enough